Welcome back to Dark Nexus. Tonight's Act 4, Chapter 189. We sleep overnight and wake on the third day of Gozrin, the very day that the Mysterium will close forever. As we wake up and get prepped for our infiltration of Blossoming Thorn. Now, Pandora meditates this morning. What does she see today?
She sees like a typical morning, not at the church where my former self presides over or is like a ranking member of, but more of like when she was learning, like the morning announcements. That's what she's. Yeah. This fond memory of the morning announcements, and Pandora takes a spell that I'll save for later.
Very good. And
I will note that it's first level.
And as Bash is getting prepped to pore over his various formula books and get ready for the day, Theraval slips in and does that one last little lesser restoration.
Yup.
No need to even roll it up. Johnny, for the first time in 38 years, once again, Bash is at 0 sanity damage and dormant. How's he feeling as he gets prepping here?
I think that it's the sort of thing where he wakes up feeling more clear-headed, and then, when Theraval does this, he just feels kind of at peace and stuff, and he reaches up and grabs that locket that's around his neck and, like, cracks it open and is like, why do I have this picture? What did I do last night? And he just is kind of like looking around, and he just kind of like reaches up and like pulls that out. So there's just a picture of his daughter, Katerina, whose name he cannot say, and he just kind of crumples it up and just drops it on the floor. The picture of
surreptitiously,
of the child. And
what am I doing?
What was I thinking? Like, what was? He's kind of shaking himself off and stuff, and like, get your head in the game, and like, we have to go back there, and there's not time to whatever that was, and I feel good now, and we're going to be able to do, like, he's in a hopeful place.
Yeah, nice.
Don't worry, I'm sure the corpse surgery will take care of it.
And I know you've had several days here to get a whole bunch of formulas moved over from Twain's formula book into your own. So as you're doing your prep today, anything interesting to share with the rest of us?
Yes, so Twain's formula book has a ritual.
Yeah.
I have to have prepared 3 extracts from Twain's book, and I have indeed done that today. And so now I get access to this ritual. Enduring alteration. Your spells resist reality's attempts to restore the things you change. You can spend this boon to apply the benefits of the extend spell feat to a transmutation spell as you cast it. This also increases the DC to dispel that spell via dispel magic or similar abilities by 4. This boon does not increase the spell level or casting time of your spell.
Jesus.
Wow. So a free extend spell on 1 transmutation extract. And I was like, it could be really good on... Oh no, I know which one I'm going to use it on.
Great. So let's talk about the buffs that we're casting before we leave town. Why don't we start with Theraval?
Okay.
What do you cast on, folks?
Gonna cast Find the Path on Pandora.
How long does that last?
2 hours.
Actually, quick question. Is she who you want to cast that on? Since we're doing it before we go?
I guess we're all together.
Is there somebody else that you would rather have be
Pandora.
the person in the lead?
Yeah.
You tell me. I will
I think it
cast
probably
it.
should be Bash.
Okay. That makes sense. So this is a 6th-level divination spell. Recipient of the spell can find the shortest, most direct physical route to a prominent specified destination, such as a city, keep, lake, or dungeon.
We have talked amongst ourselves and decided that the ocean will work in this case. And the intent here is this is the way, if you decide to go through the Sweatways today, this is the means by which you can make your way through it without losing days to the maze down there.
The spell enables the subject to sense the correct direction that will eventually lead it to its destination.
Outstanding.
Indicating at appropriate times the exact path to follow or physical actions to take.
All right, and who else gets what?
Who all am I giving a freedom of movement to?
Grip, I believe.
All right, so Grip will get a freedom of movement.
Excellent.
Did I need to cast that on anyone else, or is everyone else taken care of? I have 3 prepared. So
I mean, I'll take yours because then mine is something else.
I'll take yours too.
I mean, I don't necessarily think I need one on myself.
Yeah,
totally. I will totally take one.
So Bash and Pandora take those other 2.
Bash and Pandora, freedom of movement from Theraval. And duration on that, is that 2 hours?
That's another 2-hour one.
Great.
I think those were all my buffs.
Awesome. Pandora,
Mage armor on myself and Dabwick.
rad.
False life on myself.
Yep.
I will use my once daily use of telepathic bond on myself, Bash, Grip, Neb, and Dabs.
So everybody but Theraval.
Everybody but Theraval. And
Yep.
then I will cast it again on just myself and Theraval.
Awesome. Robert, is Gripper drinking any potions before you go?
You know, just given that those are only like 3 minutes,
Can hang on to them for now.
I think this is not the time for those.
Sounds awesome. Let's turn the camera over to Neb. Does Neb have any buffing to do today?
Freedom of movement and mage armor.
Great.
And they have nothing to share with the group for buffs. Sorry.
He's very busy consoling Frederick.
Yes.
Yes. And Bash. I know you got some fun stuff happening today. 'Cause
Oh, man.
boy, it's our
All
first
right.
time doing something.
Yep. So in this place of clarity and stuff, he like looks around at this group and he takes one of the potions and has like a water skin and he pours it in there and kind of shakes it up and he's like, I just want to say, I'm looking forward to this. And he takes a swig of this thing out of the water skin and then he passes it to Grip. Take a drink.
All right, I do.
Pass it on.
Passes it to Pandora.
She eyes it suspiciously but drinks it. Passes it on to Dabwick.
Dabwick smells it, sips it, smiles, passes it to Neb, who slugs it.
What do they feel?
And they,
And Theraval will take a drink, too.
yeah.
Theraval
Yeah.
takes a pull on that.
And Bash takes some and pours some in a little dish for Frederick.
Yay.
And this is an extended
Oh my god.
Tears to Wine, which means that it will last for 220 minutes.
+5 to everyone's intelligence and wisdom-based skill checks. Outstanding.
220 minutes.
And am I right? Is this the very first time you've
This is
shared
the
an
very
extract?
first time that
Yeah.
I've shared extracts.
Yeah.
So we're not only seeing on Bash's face, he has been eyes to the floor, dreading even talking about this. He's actually just said he's looking forward to this, and he shared his magic for the first time in a way that he has never done before.
I think Pandora kind of elbows Theraval like, good job with
Good
the
job, buddy."
restorations, buddy.
And then he takes like a handful of them and goes, here, Grip, you can use these when you want to. I've sort of marked them for you so you know which ones, sort of how long they last.
Oh, thank you. What have
And-
you given me?
You have a bull strength that will last for 11 minutes.
So much better than a potion.
An elemental touch, which will last for 11 rounds. You have a thorn body, which will last for 11 rounds.
I remember getting fucked up by one of those.
Yeah. Which he goes, you probably want to hold on to that one till we're down in the sweatways.
Hey.
He says, here, just crack this one now. And it's a heroism,
Oh, God.
which is 10 minutes per level.
Good.
It's just like +2 to every single fucking thing,
It's
right?
a morale bonus.
Yeah.
+2 morale bonus on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks.
God.
And this one drink right before we go into battle. And I'm going to hold off telling you what that one is.
Okay, great.
Heroism lasts how long?
110 minutes.
Yeah. These are all nice durations.
Yeah.
I did use Arithmancy on False Life for 18 temporary hit points
Great.
for 13 hours.
And I'm going to drink myself a thing of dark vision and then literally right before we go, shield and gravity gun.
Great. And Dabwick.
On themselves, Dabwick casts Slate Skin.
Yeah.
Freedom of movement.
Yeah.
On the party, they passed Pass Without Trace.
Oh, this is new to us.
This is a first level spell. The subjects of the spell do not leave footprints or a scent trail when moving. Tracking the subjects is impossible by non-magical means.
Outstanding.
Awesome.
That's one creature per level touch, so I
everybody.
got everybody, and it's an hour per level.
Even Frederick.
Dismissible. Yep.
Frederick can have the best
Frederick is
day
like,
back in the barracks, yeah.
We need that bottle episode.
Just Frederick and the stewards.
Frederick and whatever other creatures he finds around.
Frederick and the.
We need to do that.
It's that
interlude part 2, book 4.
that issue of the Hawkeye run with just the
Yes.
pizza dog. Yeah.
Yes. Need a little Ricky Tikki Tavi episode.
Dabwick casts Communal Delay Poison.
Oh.
It's an hour per level, split among the whole party. Featherstep Mass.
Oh, nice. And that's on everybody.
That's on everybody.
So whenever I tell you you're going through difficult terrain, you can't do stuff, tell me no.
Not true.
12
Bad
hours
route.
or
Bad
120 minutes?
No biscuit.
And then Dabwick will go to Grip. I'm going to give you an enhancement bonus on your attack and damage, my friend. +3, using a spell called Magic Fang Greater.
How long does that last?
That's an hour per level.
Oh my god! Holy
An hour
shit
per
balls.
level for +3 attacks and damage?
Uh-huh.
And when you're ready, give me the word, and I can make you it as if you were larger.
Yeah, speaking of
Is
that,
Grip just weeping with gratitude?
I forgot to
All
give you this one. This one gets you big.
Okay, wait. So Bash is
wait.
giving Grip something that makes him big, and then Dabbock's things will make the attack strike as if he's even bigger than that.
Do the rest of us need to go, or can Grip
Can we just like
take care
turn
of
Grip
this?
on this army inside the stronghold?
The thought of turning Grip into like this massive,
Hulk.
just crushing machine that rips through this entire fortress and just crushes things.
Well, let's
Sounds
It's a good
great.
video game level.
So if Grip has both going, let's figure out right now what his damage die will be so that Robert has that ready. So with a large person, sorry, this would be your fist. So what does your fist strike at right now? Is it 2d8?
Without enlarged person. I'm
Yeah.
currently 2d8
2d8.
is my base unarmed damage.
So when you drink the enlarged person and you become giant-sized, you will switch up to 3d6. And how many size categories does your spell, Paul, modify? Up 2 more.
If the
2 more?
2 sizes larger.
So, Robert, your base damage before anything else for your fists will be 4d6.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, I
That's
want
like
to
a
hit
fucking
something.
fireball, then plus your strength
Strength
bonus,
to strength,
plus
which
all
if I'm
that stuff. Yeah.
So like,
And the
let's-
strength bonus goes up from enlarged person too, right?
It does.
I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna go back with Therival.
I'm going on a
and the
date with,
prisoner. Yeah, I got
Professor
a thing
Rupin.
going on here. I'm gonna hang out with Frederick.
And so remind me, Magic Fang, that has
hide
been
and
cast
seek.
now.
Yes.
And Heroism has been cast now.
Correct.
And Bold Strength is for later, right? Because that's
Bull strength you should take. I mean, you could.
well, I mean that's my potion is just 3 minutes. Oh no, yours is longer though.
11
Mine is
minutes.
11 minutes.
Why don't you take it?
I mean,
All right, I'll leave that
Between
one.
friends, why don't you take
All
it?
right, so I have
You guys, all this stuff is just guaranteeing I fail this teleport roll. Just so everyone's aware, we're gonna do all this tomorrow.
the mystery one, I think you should drink like right before you go
Right, yep.
into battle
understood.
here. Like that should be the last one.
Understood.
Strong Jaw, just for your.
Oh, that's the name of the spell.
Yeah. Strong Jaw is 12 minute,
Okay.
so it can, and I can cast it on you whenever you like. It's a standard action. And then
Well,
final.
so with the hope being of landing in Blossoming Thorn, is there any reason not to cast that now?
I mean, if we're timing everything out that we're casting these and going, that's our.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
That's what we're doing.
Then may as well. So that's
I would suggest anything that's more than
Rounds.
7 or 8 minutes. Certainly rounds, don't do now because you don't know what you're going into. But, you know, maybe like Robert is saying, a 3-minute potion, but a 12-minute potion, why not?
Yeah.
It just will eat up action economy when you are fighting at
Right.
the stronghold.
Sweet. Then with this transmutation spell, Strong Jaw, your fists strike
Zhwoom.
as 2 sizes larger.
Zwoom.
And Dabik will, of course, cast Hunter's Blessing on us all for urban environments and knolls. Can I specify knolls?
Yep.
Well, do you want to do that or you want to save it
Quantity
for
knolls?
aberrations?
Ooh. What do you think, folks?
I think that we want to make sure we can kill the really big bad thing. I think that the gnolls will be. I mean, we have a monster over there that's going to be doing some serious damage.
We're going to turn grip on the gnolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think,
I'm going
I
to
think
be doing a
aberration.
lot of combat advice to save spells for the corpse orgy.
So, urban and aberrations. And then I understand from chatter, we have
groups.
split into 2 teams of 3 for the transportation.
Yes.
Team 1 is Pandora, Theraval, and Neb. Fascinating. And you are going to, Pandora,
Yeah.
use your 1 time a day use of the mnemonic vestments to attempt to teleport directly into Kaklatoth's cell. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is a correct assumption.
Viewed once. Let's roll some percentile and see what happens. There's a 1 through 76.
Oh my god. 62.
Okay.
Yay!
You rolled under a 90.
All right. And then the other party is Dabwick, Bash, and Grip. Is that correct?
Yep.
So fun. And Dabwick is going to use transport via plants. Is that right? To walk into what kind of tree?
You said
Acacia or juniper are your most likely options.
juniper.
All right. For that one, there is an 85% chance that there's a juniper tree located. That juniper is one of the trees located atop a blossoming
I'm not
thorn.
rolling this.
Paul's gonna
Paul is rolling
roll.
this. What was the chance on the other one?
I was gonna make it 70.
Pick the right one. Come on, Juniper.
That's a 60.
Yes.
Holy shit, y'all!
It
After
works.
Guys, one step
So-
of the plan has gone correctly. I feel really, really good about this.
Oh my god, the theme of this entire book is putting off these things as long as possible, but here we go. We have just teleported 400 plus miles in 2 different teams to the city of Okano. Arriving inside Kaklatoth's cell, let me drag some tokens onto the map and move you to the map. Oh wow, we are going into multiple
Locations. Yes, we are.
Time. This will be fascinating. Okay, let me bring Polly, Robert, Katie to one map.
We'll call them Team Alpha Force.
Alpha Force.
I cannot wait to find out how we're gonna get fucked. It's gonna be so bad somehow.
Yes, the manner in which we are to be fucked is yet to be determined.
Inside Kaklatoth's cell, Pandora, Theraval, and Neb, Zwamp, step out of nothingness and find themselves standing, clustered around the body of this very old, frail woman. Brown, wind-scoured skin, gray hair kind of clumped up in a messy heap atop her head. Just bone thin in rags. Slumped in kind of a heap, lying on her side on the floor against this curved wall that runs along the west side of this room, the outside of the fortress. Bound in her chains, clearly very weak, breathing shallowly and fitfully, but alive. There is a heavy wooden door out of the room behind Theraval that is, of course, as you can imagine, closed and presumably locked. In terms of sounds, my guess is it would be kind of upsettingly quiet. Thick walls, close space, tight quarters, clearly nothing of any dynamic volume happening super nearby. But of course you can hear, like under the door, distant whimpers and cries, perhaps distant, unpleasant barking and growling, kind of impossible to tell if it's from hyenas or gnolls. But very faint and very far away from where you currently find yourselves. What do the 3 of you do?
Well, I think the first thing Pandora would do is check in on the other group to see if they arrived at their destination. She would say, she would announce through that bond, we're here, we're with her, she's very ill.
Let me take Robert and Paul to the map their other characters are on. What's the fun name of your team?
Delta.
Garden.
Strike Team
Garden Party.
Delta Garden.
Strike Team Garden Party. Paulie, my friend,
Yeah.
give me an 8-sider.
5.
To see where you guys end up.
Because there's
How many guards are surrounding us right now?
There's a certain number of trees, and of course, Devin can't pick the trees, so it was like, find out where on this map you pop out.
I
Try
love
not
this.
to pop out of the ones surrounded by guards.
Zwamp. Dabwick, Bash, and Grip step out of a juniper tree. On top of Biting Lashes, Sky Garden. Huge, magnificent rooftop terrace littered with trees. The area is rich with scented flowers. There's actually soil spread down over the vast majority of this space, over 100 feet across. And these trees and giant flower beds are planted into the soil atop of this structure. There's a lot going on here. There are 4, those scorpions, the siege engine crossbows, mounted on mounts, basically kind of at the 4 quadrants of the top of this fortress facing out. There are right now, this is a perfectly circular space with an open hole in the center of it, as you knew to expect. Dabwick, Bash, and Grip arrive exactly at 3 o'clock on this map. So to the north at noon, they see 2 spiral staircases that go down into the structure. At 9 o'clock, there is a large pavilion tent, like about 25 feet by about 20 feet. So very, very big, could hold a large number of people. At 6 o'clock, so to the south, the bottom of this map, there is a fine bamboo and walnut pavilion adorned with flags depicting both a heraldic camel being ridden through a flaming desert, and then a whole bunch of this symbol that is on the back of both of your necks. This sort of jagged line, which is clearly, you now probably know, is a stylized whip with little jagged teeth coming off of it.
Biting lash.
Now let's get into what else you see. Littered all over the top of this space, there are between 12 and 15 statues of humanoids in abject terror. Say like 3/4 of them human, several halflings, and maybe a half-orc. They're all posed in positions of shock and hands outstretched like, oh no. Very troubled expressions on their face and immaculately carved, nearly
They're not
lifelike.
Are they
Yeah.
on plinths, or are they just like standing with 2 feet on the ground, say?
They're sure just standing like 2 feet have been
Oh, boy.
nestled down into the
So
soil.
There's the thing we didn't prepare for.
There you go.
Thing that can petrify things. Awesome.
Standing in attendance outside the yellow pavilion on the west side, you can see a few prisoners being used as servants. 4 of them up here, and they are all, let's say they're all human men. Let me get them on the map. So 2 of them are standing off to the side as if sort of awaiting orders and instructions. And there's like a little, there's a table set up next to them, clearly with food and beverages laid out, like this is their service area. You can just catch out, the sight lines here might not allow it right now, but there's one, you see this guy? Mm-hmm. So there's one on one side of the tent, kind of on the north side of the tent, presumably just outside of the flaps, which are on the other side of this tent, and another one in a similar position down here. And there are people on the bamboo and walnut pavilion. Bash and Grip see, lounging on cushions, the grotesque, leering figure of Biting Lash herself. This old, scarred, dark, like gray and black. So she's a Flind. She's actually a mutated gnoll. Much, much bigger, much, much meaner, much, much stronger. And the musculature on this old woman is enormous. But like her limbs, her extremities, where you see her hands are, it's almost just like thin canine hide stretched over bones and veins, like around the edges of her muzzle and her eyes. Patches of fur have been worn or bit or fought or burned away, and she looks thin and raggedy, but boy, there's just nothing but malevolence and hate in her eyes. And sitting next to her, as there always has been as long as you all have ever known, she always keeps an eagle companion, and there is a large brown eagle perched on her outstretched glove right next to her. Biting Lash, y'all, I've got art for you.
I was hoping.
Oh.
That is really cool artwork.
That hat.
She's draped in these yellow robes, and she's got tall, conical hat.
Fezzes are cool.
Yeah, it is kind of like a very tall fez, isn't it?
A fez and a top hat.
Let's start with Gripper. This is an insane barrage of nightmare imagery that you were getting pelted with back in books, Acts 1 and 2. You were seeing all these, are they dogs with the faces of children and children wearing the faces of dogs? You have seen some gnolls. Have you seen? No, other parties have. Yeah, so you have not actually seen a gnoll in the flesh since then. And it's so obvious that that's what your brain was doing. You were not wanting to remember, but turning these very monstrous humanoid people into these figures of nightmare. But then you had a couple of like super quick, lightning fast dreams of being chased down curving hallways by a gigantic woman who was trying to pound you into nothingness. It was Biting Lash.
Probably dreams of escaping.
Yep, exactly. Clearly a figure of nightmare that had haunted your conscious mind. But in this thing that Bash had been doing of essentially when Roni left, saying, we do not think and we do not talk about that place ever again. Does this all pop right back to you, Johnny? Does this take a second to recognize her? What do you think in his case?
I think it's this sort of thing where like appearing, I don't think that we were ever up here on this roof.
The answer is no. You never were.
Yeah.
No.
And I think that at first he's like, okay, I don't really, and then sees her and goes from feeling like a capable adult human being who has many experiences and stuff to feeling like a, 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
And just like dry mouth, clammy hands, slop sweat. The thing of like everything is so bright and like zooming in and like, like that De Palma thing in the movies where it's like you feel kind of vertigo and stuff, like trying to sort of hold it together. Like, is that actually her?
And I bet the smell of the air is a memory jog too.
Oh yeah,
because it's gotta just where
The
we are. The
ocean
air has got to
smell.
smell different.
Yes, it's the combination of the particular smell of that ocean, the particular awful smell of this city, and so it's not only human misery, blood, and a city populated almost entirely by these canine monstrosities, but there's an overabundance of tanneries inside the city.
It stinks.
It just stinks.
Combined with the food smell up
Yes,
here.
and then like the
trying
lovely
to,
trees and flowers.
And smell is such a huge
Memory
emotional
trigger.
recall.
Yeah.
So
Bash specifically did not take Bloodhound.
Yeah.
It's nice.
good move.
Nice. And there are two people enjoying their breakfast with Biting Lash. Oh, these fucking weirdos. This piece of art we'll say so for the four of you, this piece of art will do everything it needs to do, but of course I've got to give a visual to our listeners here. So the creepiest little fucking halfling in the entire world who is completely enclosed in a dark blue cloak, medallioned shut at the neck, and the hood of the cloak goes down over his eyes. So all you see is this terrible Nathaniel Wanderlust open mouth of filed teeth just smiling, and there is a purple monkey sitting on his shoulder.
This is a gaze attack thing.
Look at this.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Thank
That
you.
monkey is like a hidden object.
Yes, it's
You
like
wouldn't see it if you
find
didn't-
the monkey
if you didn't tell me it was there. I
in the
wouldn't
road.
have
It
noticed
literally feels like a child, but like where the child is like playing sort of dress up and stuff. But then the teeth of the child are filed into these fangs and sharpened things with this creepy monkey that's like, I too am ready to eat your face.
And then a short, wildly taut and muscular human woman. She looks to be perhaps of maybe Osiriani or maybe even Mwangi extraction. So very deep, dark skin, dark hair. She is wrapped up in leather armor that is unnaturally dark, and as in the faint breezes, like some of the branches of the trees overhead are like passing over her and casting shadows, she kind of momentarily vanishes into the shadows of the trees as they pass over her.
Oh, that's so cool.
She's got a couple of weapons on her, doesn't she?
have that armor.
Scimitar, kukri. Here's art for her.
Oh, shit, we're in trouble.
She looks like a fighter type.
Yes. So, as you all step out of this tree, I imagine it is so much easier for Dabwick to just kind of like assess the situation while the two of you are going through some emotional experiences on your own. But then you do hear, as you're emerging here, Pandora's telepathic voice.
We're on the roof. Biting Lash is here. She's got company.
I suspect we'll be occupied soon.
We'll come up invisibly in a moment. I want to make sure she's okay.
Back downstairs. Those three, Pandora's focused on communicating with the group upstairs, processing what she's hearing. Neb and Theraval, what are you doing this round here?
I'll burn a 4th level spell slot to cast Cure Critical while saying, we're here to assist. Please allow me to help you.
So you reach down and touch her, and this magic flows through your hands. Roll up the healing.
That's pretty good. That's 24 plus 12, so 36 points of healing.
Positive energy courses through her body, and you see all of the places where her injuries are in the nature of abraded flesh underneath shackles that haven't been removed for who knows how long, perhaps stray cuts and bleeding from being kicked or pushed around. And of course, it all heals up. The piece of what she's going through that isn't affected by the positive energy is immediately Theraval would assess some dehydration and some clear lack of nutrition. But the wounds on her body do heal up, and she opens her eyes, and they are just so cloudy. You wonder if she's even able to see, and she looks up with this very distant gaze, trying to find movement in the room, and she settles on a point in space with the kind of practiced action of someone who's accustomed to trying to make people feel comfortable, like, oh, don't worry, I can see, I know where you are. She cannot see you. And she smiles with this really faint nod, and she says in Osiriani, so is Pandora the only person in this room who understands this? You might have it, Theraval.
I don't think so, but let me look.
Modern Osiriani.
Nope. Aklo, Elven, Kellish, Taldane.
Oh. I didn't know you were here. What's Neb doing this round?
Can I make a spellcraft check to see if she's under any sort of enchantment?
Do you have Detect Magic prepared?
I have Detect Magic prepared.
Oh, so what you're thinking of is like cast Detect Magic and read the auras of the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Neb casts Detect Magic and casts his gaze about the room and does not detect the presence of any magical auras other than the fucking riot of auras coming off of the three of you, right?
Right.
So the bindings themselves are not magical. There's no that you can detect. There's no warding in the room, and she does not seem to be currently under the effect of any spell. Okay. Popping back upstairs.
They don't appear to notice us?
He hasn't said that.
No.
I have 100% not said that. However, you do have the equivalent here, essentially, of a surprise round before I really check that, because you just came out of nowhere. What's the first thing you do? We know Bash is processing this, communicating with Dora.
I drink an extract of Channel Vigor.
Channel Vigor. Gripper.
Johnny, remind me the durations of Thorn and Elemental.
Thorn Body is 1 round per level or 11 rounds. Elemental Touch is also rounds per level.
So,
But you also have the one that I gave you that I said,
The
wait
mystery.
till we get there. And he like looks at you and like, it's like, now's the time.
all right, I'm going to drink the mystery potion. Why not? Let's see what the fuck happens.
What the fuck is this?
What, do we come here to not drink mystery extractions?
I don't even remember what this is.
He says, drink it and then get close to them.
So he drinks it. What happens?
Nothing happens yet.
Oh, I know what it is.
Nothing happens yet.
I know what it is too.
He says to Dabs,
Stay out of his way.
And do.
This is fun.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun for you, Robert, because you don't have any clue.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's
I love
going
it. I love it. It's perfect. So, Grip downs a mystery extract and is told to get close to them.
I'd like to spend an action point right now so that after Grip drinks this, I am able to save the mystery extract for, again, later this day.
Outstanding.
The suspense
Excellent.
is killing me.
What does Dabwick do this round here?
Dabwick says, here we go! And casts Flame Strike.
Hell yes! Hell yes! Abso-fucking-lutely.
Here we go, indeed. So you're gonna light up the pavilion, I'm assuming.
100%.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And what's the? Can you get them all? What's the?
It's a 10-foot radius, so it's a 20-foot diameter.
Yeah, that's exactly
yeah,
the
they
circle
can.
they're sitting in. As
That's
a
a,
gigantic
very fine
column
radius.
of flames soars down from the heavens onto Biting Lash and her two pals, bodyguards, who the fuck knows? They're gonna get burnt up here. I owe you some reflex saves, don't
Worst
Yeah.
day ever.
I? Okay, here's the eagle.
If you're parlaying with people that sell other people for money and profit,
You're a monster.
You're a
Kidding.
monster.
I don't care how many kids you have with dreaming of going to college.
17 for the eagle.
Miss.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
32 for Biting Lash, so that's a pass. For the freaky little halfling. Ooh, 9.
No.
Oh.
For the monkey, 10. And for the human fighter woman, natural 20. Okay, so what is full damage here?
Full damage is 38 points.
Column of flame shoots down. Start with the monkey. It's like instantly incinerated. That monkey is gone. The halfling in the blue robes. This is fun. I want to share this little behind the screen thing because it's enjoy this while you got it, right? So this dude has an ability to add a luck bonus to all of his saving throws and AC during surprise rounds or when otherwise unaware of an attack. Doesn't get him to the threshold of passing, so he like supernaturally twists out of the way, finds himself suddenly twisting like right into the flames, takes the full 38. Oh. The eagle takes 38 points of damage.
Oh.
Both Biting Lash and the human fighter woman, with preternatural speed, leap out of the way and are unharmed.
Little evasion going on.
Evasion.
Good to know.
Everybody in both rooms, let's roll some initiative.
Oh, wait. Make sure you got your Hunter's Blessing checked.
Yep.
Let's start down on the first floor. Pandora
18.
and Theraval
12.
and Neb.
15.
Right. Upstairs on the roof, we've got Bash.
23.
Excellent. Dabwick
9.
and the Gripper.
9.
Hey, 9 twins.
Gripper and the Dabs.
Okay, so I have had a lot to describe up here on the roof of Blossoming Thorn, and we've handled everyone's very first initial surprise round moves here. But before we drop fully into what I expect is going to be a very epic combat gauntlet here, let me just sprinkle in one last little bit of context and flavor for you all to
Please
set
do.
the scene, because Strike Team Garden Party up on the roof, out in the full sunlight, does actually have a pretty sweeping view of the city of Volcano. And you know what the heck? I've got it, so let's look at it. I'm going to take you briefly to a city map. There may be no other reason for it, but we'll use it.
Is Okano bigger than...
Oh my gosh.
what's its...
Kathir?
Kathir?
No.
Oh,
No,
Stone
no.
Town.
No, but it's...
Flesh Fairs.
Not even as big as Casimir, but it's still pretty
bigger
big.
than,
It's still pretty big.
Ship's Graveyard, the Vault.
So the first impression is one of a dense, packed city composed mostly of fortresses. So much stone, all of it's stone. There's dark stone down by the waterfront where an entire district of the city seems to be carved directly out of these tall ashen cliffs. There's towering stone above and around the city in the form of this huge semicircle of tall, sharp, jagged mountains enclosing the place, kind of piercing the clouds above. And then between them, the bulk of Volcano is walls and gates and compounds, all of solid stone. The buildings here are mostly, and Blossoming Thorn is a notable exception, mostly squat and squarish, right angles, narrow windows, and the bulk of them up in the wealthier heights either made of very pale sandstone or painted tan or white. Very, very different than Kathir with all those rounded domes, tall spires, and tons of color. Feels very right-angly, fortressy, lots of arrow slits, lots of...
monochromatic.
Yeah, absolutely. The water down in the harbor is crystalline blue, and the mountains above are lousy with waterfalls and mists, but despite being surrounded by so much water, the heart of the city where you all stand, it's hot and dry, really punishing. It feels more like a landlocked city in Africa, like something out of Mali or Burkina Faso or something. So there's flags and banners everywhere. Seems like every neighborhood has its own warlord with its own heraldry. Cries and screams and hideous hyena barking everywhere, even early in the morning like this. You can see gnolls out and about, around everywhere, patrolling the streets, just tall, bulky, hunchbacked, matted, furred, tawny humanoids with hyena heads everywhere. It's fairly easy to catch sight of the Shrine of Thafar. It is a major landmark. It's a blocky, utilitarian, almost brutalist, pale stone cathedral to Gozre, looming atop a hill on the border between two districts. And then all around you, mostly below you, for most of the city is below you, Okano seems to be just a labyrinthine maze of winding streets and alleys, a confusing network of sunless cul-de-sacs and dark hidden corners. But let's get this battle rolling. Strike Team Alpha Force, Pandora, Theraval, and Neb, that's still level 1 in Kaklatoth's cell. Strike Team Garden Party, Bash, Dabs, and Grip on the 3rd level on the roof with that enlarged person going. I changed the token here. Our pal, the Gripper, is around 14 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
With 10-foot reach, and with the addition of that strong jaw spell from Dabwick, scaling up the size and brutality of his natural weapons, I'm picturing his hands and feet like ludicrously large relative to his already large size. He has never looked more like the Hulk. Okay. Let me take you back to your appropriate maps.
Does the enlargement affect my land speed at all?
No. Here we go.
Don't worry, we won't take advantage of you. Promise.
Top of round 1.
Swear to God.
Biting Lash is the first to act at initiative count 30.
Oh my god.
Super naturally fast. So she just dodged out of the way of this flame strike while kind of lounging on her pile of cushions on the platform there. She leaps to her feet as a move action and casts a spell. I don't know that you noticed too much difference across the way, but the two of you with spellcraft, if you want to give me a check to identify what she just
Absolutely.
cast, please feel free.
That is a 28.
And a 21 from Dabwick.
She has joined the Buffin party. She just cast Bark Skin on herself, bumping up her armor class. And then, here it goes. Bash, you are up next. You are second in initiative.
He narrows his eyes at the creepy-looking halfling that is
So
not
burnt.
quite 80 feet away from him
So burnt.
and makes him his studied target. And he is going to spend some points of grit to make these touch attacks as he unloads on this unsuspecting halfling. Does a 38 touch hit?
Oh, God, yeah.
Excellent.
He is not going to get around, is he? Nope.
Save it for the Act 4 Q&A.
That is 15 points of damage.
Takes all of that.
Yep.
Screaming in pain. This little freak show is screaming in pain through his filed teeth.
Second attack is a 27 touch.
Yes, hit.
The minute you file your teeth, you're like asking for it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That is another 15, and I'm going to go ahead and spend my studied strike on him now
Got it.
for an additional 15 points of damage.
So that's 30 points.
30 points.
Still clinging to life.
Well, I guess I'll have to spend one of my I thought that I'd get him with the
You're
based
real
off,
close, Johnny.
Based off,
You are
based off
real
the,
close.
the number of points that we did with
Just
he did with
breathe
the
on
other
him.
thing. Yeah. All right. Well, then I'll spend another attack here. Does a 23 touch hit?
Yes.
6 points of damage.
He drops.
Fantastic.
Nice.
With his final shot, he is going to aim at the bird.
Oh, at Biting Lash's eagle.
Yes.
Nice.
27 touch
Yep.
for 7 points of damage.
That bird is hurting.
And that is his turn.
Good job.
Nicely done.
Uh-oh. I see more people entering the field.
Yep.
You did just fire a gun 3 times. The
4 times.
Giant column of flame
4 times.
dropped from the sky. Maybe they're idiots and assholes.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
There is an unholy ruckus of hyena howling from inside that tent on the other side of the roof. So the 3 of you are at about 3 o'clock on our little clock face here over at 9. The tent, there's all sorts of gnolls coming to awareness of combat inside that tent. And you do see a giant, heavily muscled female gnoll come roaring out of that tent.
Like Flind huge? Like Biting Lash huge?
No, but extremely, extremely strong. Dressed up in a very, very fine breastplate with a falchion in hand, a big 2-handed curved sword. Making her way, she obviously had to stand up and start a move, but she's making her way down counterclockwise towards the pavilion where Biting Lash stands. Right after that, it's another one. Then, from the circular hole in the center of the fortress, where you know there is a yard 60 feet down, where prisoners are often given time to recreate or being forced to train for gladiatorial competitions, there is another unholy ruckus of gnoll barking. And you hear, those of you on top, none of you on the top speak Modern Osiriani. Do any of you speak Kellish?
I think I do. Let me look.
Yeah, you probably do, don't you? I think you picked that up when he was here. If I remember your backstory correctly.
Kellish.
Great. So you hear a whole bunch of barked calls in a language that none of Strike Team Garden Party can recognize, but then it seems to be call is also repeated in Kellish, which Bash does pick up. A mixture from multiple voices, like 5 or 6, mostly male gnolls, hollering, "Get down on the ground, drop your weapons, and sound the alarm." Combination of those 3 things, and you hear, it's right out of everybody's view from where you're all standing right now, but there's a lot of people in that central yard. For Strike Team Alpha Force, you would not hear, because there's enough stone between you and them to not pick up what they said, but I think you would all hear the ruckus, because it's actually not too far from where you are. There's just like 3 walls between you and that, so you're aware that the whole place is coming to alert. It is Pandora's turn. In the enclosed cell with Neb and Theraval and Kaklatoth.
She says to Kaklatoth, "It's me, Pandora. And this is my friend, Theraval. He's going to take you away from here. And we'll meet up with you later."
As if she'd been mostly unaware of you, she kind of turns her cloudy eyes up with this real gentle, peaceful, placating kind of look on her face and responds, "Oh, is it time now? Is this happening?"
This is now.
It is now. It is now. And this expression consumes her face. Like you see what looks like is going to be a beaming smile, which starts like around her mouth. But then by the time her mouth has reached that upward pitch, there's tears pouring out of her eyes as if she is simultaneously glad to hear this news and scared and sad to face this moment. Something very intense is going on inside Kaklatoth right now.
Pandora kind of checks in with Theraval, like, "You're on this, right?"
Do you have this?
And then she casts Fly upon herself.
Great.
Kaklatoth is not part of our telepathic bond, correct?
No.
Correct. Back on the roof, with the beginning of what seems like what's going to be a large group of Biting Lash's personal guards bursting out of that tent, the first of the captives who've been acting as servants for them, probably serving them breakfast, backs away under a tree and takes some cover. Hakur would be next. That fucker's dead.
Hakur, we hardly knew you.
Okay, and then Pandora, Neb, and Theraval hear another ruckus. Sounds like closer, sounds like inside, sounds like not too many rooms away. A combination of bellowing of over there, over there, over there. Again, kind of split between Osiriani and Kellish. Clearly the captives here all have different languages. Those of you on the roof would not hear this, but of course you can be given a heads up from the gang downstairs.
Like they're hurting them inside.
Like they're hurting them somewhere, but it sounds like this is happening inside already.
Both places. The yard and
So there's something happening in the yard, get down, drop your weapons. There's something happening inside, get over there. And then there is, of course, a god-awful clanging of alarum. Bang, 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 bang. A giant bell is being rung. Clearly in such a place that it is funneled sound-wise up the open hole through the yard. So probably audible on all levels of the complex. You all, the bell itself is definitely at the bottom, but you all are hearing it up top.
What about outside the complex?
Oh yeah, it would probably be heard. But again, this place,
No one would give a shit.
yeah.
People would be like, "Oh, something's going on."
Nobody has
over
yet done something that might cause people to give a shit. You know, there's a lot of violence here.
Yeah.
And if all that's at risk is biting lashes profits,
Yeah.
They might just not give a shit. Exactly.
Well, I mean, that works in our favor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
There's a lot that does work in your favor about this awful place. Neb, your shirt is red and it is your turn.
Neb says to the prisoner,
Go with him. He's very nice.
and casts fly on himself.
You casting the spell, or are you using your
Using the
your hat, your
witch
hex?
witch hex, yeah.
And then there is the sound of a massive portcullis slamming to the ground, sealing the place closed from the outside. It's fairly close to where Strike Team Alpha Force is, so it's a pretty loud, resounding sound down there.
Do we have a sense of what level we are on as Strike Team Alpha Force?
Level 1.
Level, okay, so like, is level 1 ground floor?
Level 1 is ground floor,
Okay.
30 feet tall. Level 2, also 30 feet tall, and then there's the roof above
okay.
that. Yeah. To, I assume, nobody's surprise, more Knoll bodyguards of Biting Lashes are spilling out of that tent. This time you see one heading to the north, so heading in a clockwise direction.
Perhaps if they could stand in a line.
And so you're seeing these huge, very obviously well-trained and heavily muscled gnolls, splitting out, forking out in both directions, all of them gripping their two-handed swords and just staring evil eyes into all three of Strike Team Garden Party. But back down to Strike Team Alpha Force. It is Theraval's turn.
So, am I staying? Am I going? Like, what do we want to take a round to give you some of my magics?
I think you should go.
I mean, that's kind of my inclination, but
To just not risk it at all.
yeah,
Get out while you can.
not knowing.
We will. We the rest of us can die knowing one objective was completed. If you take
truly,
her now.
if we all TPK and you're safe,
Yeah.
then the story continues.
It's yes.
That's the
You are
that's the meta part of
Terrible
this.
only
holds
thing
the
that can save
future
the
of the
podcast.
podcast. in his hand.
It's like playing
Podcast
Baldur's
insurance.
Gate 3 on honor mode, and you leave one character outside the fight, so there's never a TPK. But I mean, I think that's the main objective.
That's
Yeah.
what we said at the beginning. It was like,
Yeah,
get her
totally-
and go.
I
You're
totally
like,
get it.
I'm doing my
It's your
thing.
job.
Then I'm gonna Theraval will go to Kaklatoth and
And as you move, her hand is sort of reaching towards yours as if she knew you were coming over to do this. As if she's watching you do this from 1 second in the future.
right. So I think he clocks that,
Yeah.
and he'll take her hand, and he says, "Sister, if I may call you sister, I know that is not quite right, but will you come with me?"
Of course, that is what I do. She responds in perfectly unaccented Telde.
Let us know when you arrive safely.
Oh, right, because the two of you are still connected. Yes, great.
So he will open himself up to the ecstasy.
Yes.
And I think as he's starting to do it, he's looking into her face, and the cloudy eyes start to look like cosmos a little to him. I don't know that anyone else sees it. Maybe they do, but it's like he's looking through these clouds, and he casts Word of Recall.
And it's like she sees the clouds and nebulas that you see inside her own eyes. And they both disappear, disappearing out of the chains. And Robert, you appear right back in the barracks of the Stewards of the Vault, instantaneously traveling 450 odd miles.
And Kaklatoth is.
Kaklatoth is with you.
Yes.
Way to bury the lead.
So I assume you'll let Pandora know.
Yes, I will. We have arrived safely.
I'll let you know how we fare.
Out of this world. Hey, that's one sheet you can close up, Robert.
Yep.
This mayhem just got a little easier for you.
And one easier for you.
Yes, thank you.
Now it's just Polly that has to play two super spellcasters. Although luckily you don't have your animal companion, so
Right.
you're
Don't have to play
familiar.
them
So
too.
All right, back to the roof. Back to the roof.
back to the roof.
To the roof.
Who is this? Oh, that is that. Here we go. Let's get all this stuff on the token layer. Here comes another bodyguard.
Checks out.
The air quotes servant, who had been standing by the one who already took cover under the trees, takes cover next to him. So they're basically, the gnolls come just bowling out of this, and these two guys are scrambling out of their way and ducking for cover as the gnolls are running past them.
When is it Grip's turn?
We are
getting
so
to it.
close, Katie. The magic
getting
is
to it.
about to start.
God, and if I roll a 1, it's just going to be so disappointing.
The eagle soars off of Biting Lash's outstretched arm and flies all the way across the top of the roof and goes after Dabwick. Screeching through the air, here comes a beak at you, Dabs. 29.
Yes.
What about it?
Oh, 8 points of damage.
Scree.
Yeah. Yeah, so terrible, hideous cry of a raptor, and Dabwick is now going toe-to-toe with a very injured but very potent bird. Across the way from the pavilion, we see yet another bodyguard come roaring out. And then it's the Gripper's turn. First turn, here we go!
Okay, first. With this, and I don't need to get right up to her, so
Oh boy, that's close, isn't it?
Once a day, you can extend your reach by an additional 5 feet. So you
is that for a
absolutely
round or
can.
is that for one attack?
That's
Look
for
it
a
up.
full round.
Look it up.
So you could, if you wanted to.
We could start the focus fire on
You
Bite
could.
and Lash.
Let's see, that's
There's
for
there's
one.
gonna be-
It is a round. Okay, well, so that from there with that, the extra 5 feet would get me to Biting Lash if I go to the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's gonna take his swift action to drop into the pummeling style.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Cross the top of Blossoming Thorn,
to there,
right at the edge of the pavilion.
and then, in addition to his fists as being huge,
Yeah.
his arm gets a little bit longer. And he's gonna spin. I'm gonna spend 5 stamina points to be able to do a flurry as a standard action.
Great.
And also, he doesn't. We don't know what her armor class is, but seeing Biting Lash has him incensed. So his power attack is just happening.
Great.
He will be activating his once per day pugnacious ability, which allows him for 1 round to extend his reach by 5 feet. So his 10-foot reach will now, for this round, be 15 feet, which will allow him to begin focusing fire on Biting Lash.
So 14-foot tall Grip is now punching over the fighter lady 10 feet away from him and into Biting Lash 15 feet away. Start rolling. I can't wait to see what happens here.
Are these punches? Are these kicks? What are they?
He's going to start with his fists. I mean,
Yes.
the first attack is definitely going to be his fists. A 16 on the die for a 34.
You like it?
We got to learn things. I want to take a 34.
It's a fucking hit.
Yeah. That's 1 hit. Oh, and by the way, the damage on these will be 4d6 plus 18.
What?
I love everything about this.
So that's hit number 1. Attack number 2.
Does this all have to get
He
added
gets
together?
to stack it all.
Because it's
Because of the pummeling stance. So
Oh
just
my
in case
God.
she's got DR, it's
so
not
this
going to matter.
is
Oh my
a
God.
17 plus 13, so that's a 30.
You like that?
Yeah.
Hit.
Yeah. 2 hits.
Who's keeping track?
30 hits. We know 30 hits.
2 hits. Third attack. So
did
this
not
is
see
at a
this
plus 8, but now the combat rhythm kicks in, so
Yes.
it's at a plus 9.
Excellent.
That's a 7 on the die for a 16. So
That's
it
a,
hit?
that's a miss.
yeah. All right, back to the top of the order.
You can tell that there's no point wasting.
I see. So this is 19. This is a plus 19. That's a 29. I'm going to spend 1 stamina point to put it to a 30.
Hit.
3 hits.
3 hits.
Because we're having fun. That was a good use of a stamina point.
Oh.
I mean, Grip is in the fucking zone right here.
Yeah.
Just bounds across this roof and
So
is
that's
going
2.
to town.
So now I get a 2 bonus on
Yep.
this one. So this is a plus 15. It's a natural 20.
Oh!
Back that shit up.
Well, I get a +1 on this.
Yes.
So this is a +16. 12 plus 16 is what?
28.
28.
You can spend 2 stamina points to make it a crit.
Yeah, I got to get a crit. I got to crit this.
Yeah.
I got to crit this. So that's a 4th hit,
And it's a crit.
and it's crit. So that's 5. So that's
5 hits. Yeah.
And so last attack, this would be a +8, but it's a +9, 10, a +11. That's an 18. We'll let that one go. So that's 5.
Do you want to use an action point and take another attack while you're on a roll?
Yeah, why not? Why the fuck not?
I mean, you are here. If you can take her down in one round.
So that's a 18 plus 19, 20. This is a +21. 28.
2 more points. This is the time to do it.
Well,
This is the time. Imagine how much damage she's going to be able to unleash on us if we don't
mad
take her
you
down.
are.
yeah.
And how mad you are, right?
Yeah.
How freaking mad you are.
So 6, that was
Also,
That
this
was
has
8.
gotta
I'm
be
going to do
intimidating
another
the fuck
10
out of
more.
everybody else
So
on the
that's
fucking
10.
road.
So I've used 10 today to make that a 30. So total of 6 hits. I might have to have the machine roll
I
this
think you
for
have
me.
to.
But that's going to be
What's 18 times 6 on the
what's 6 times so that's
24.
24d6 plus 18 times 6.
18 times 6 is 108.
That's just the 18 times
That's
6
your base damage.
before the
before
24
24d6.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
D6.
This there is a possibility. This could be it. You rolling on roll 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
we don't have enough dice in the room.
24d6 plus, what did we say?
108.
191 points of damage.
And Grip fucking kills Biting Lash. Yes! And that is the end of chapter 189. We'll pick this up right there, y'all. Hell yeah!
Oh, that's good stuff.
That was good stuff.
Oh my
Throw
god.
your resources away.
179 hit points that you just plowed through.
I didn't even get to sass talk her.
Dark Nexus is produced by Plug and Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's fan content policy. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's Paizo.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Syrinscape. Check them out at Syrinscape.com. That's Syrinscape.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Derek, Darren, Michaela, J.H., the Biscuit Buddies, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration. I got a thing to share.
Share it.
Share it.
I made a
Share
thing.
it. Why don't
Share
you?
it.
I made a thing.
What is
Show me-
it?
show me the-
Why don't you share it?
Why won't you
Oh my
share it?
god. Look at your screens and shut your cake holes.
Ooh.